Mega Manetric is a Tier 3 Shadow Raid boss that is back in Pokemon Go as part of the latest Team Rocket Takeover event. And in today's video, we're going to be taking a look at how you can solo Shadow Manetric in Pokemon Go. Now, I am super excited about getting to battle this one. I did a couple of test battles the other day, was able to beat both of them, and it is super important that you remember what is super effective, what is not very effective, and the best counters for Shadow Manetric before you jump in this raid. So, I'm going to go ahead and hop in the lobby, and we'll talk about everything that you can bring in against it. We are going to swipe over. I do have a team ready. There it is. Now, when you're battling Shadow Manetric raids, you need to make sure to use ground-type Pokemon, because ground types are going to be super effective against the Manetric. If you're battling in sunny weather, you will get a bonus on the damage of ground-type Pokemon. Now, you can see right here, I have Groudon. If you have a Groudon with Precipice Blades, that's even better. Earthquake, of course, will still work. Let's go ahead and get the primal version of Groudon. And that's fine. We had another Mega going, not worried about it. This is one of the best Pokemon in the game, and it is without a doubt the best counter for Shadow Manetric. You can also see in the party I've got Garchomp. Garchomp with Earth Power is an incredible counter to Shadow Manetric. And of course, if you have a Shadow version of your Garchomp, it's going to do even better. Now, on top of that, in my 5th slot right there, I also have an Excadrill. That Excadrill is going to have double ground moves. Earthquake does really good. Drill Run will also do some decent damage. And then, of course, we have another Groudon down below. Now, we need to focus on doing as many of the ground-type Pokemon as we can. Those are going to have the best chance to defeat Shadow Manetric and are going to help you win the raid battle. It's not pictured here, but another great counter is going to be a powered-up Rhyperior. And of course, it'll be even better if it's in the Shadow form with some decent stats. But let's go ahead and jump into the raid. Now, this might be a bit of a challenge, especially if you haven't quite hit 40 or 41 or powered up your Pokemon, but for people that do have a powered-up team, Shadow Manetric shouldn't be a terribly difficult raid boss to solo. You can see right here, Primal Groudon is putting in some work. We're already about a 5th, maybe a 6th of the way through the damage with plenty of time left on the clock. And we're just going to hit Precipice Blades over and over and over and over again and just keep doing damage. We're closing in on half. Here in a second, there it is. That's yellow. That is the halfway point. We are doing a ton of damage. And you can see right here, this might be one of the easier solos for the Tier 3 Shadows in game right now. Of course, we also have Nuzleaf and Vibrava, both of which have their own counters, have their own challenges. But as you can see right here, we are putting in a ton of work against the Shadow Manetric. And now you see we're going in there with our Garchomp. Garchomp is going to have Earth Power, which was the Community Day move, and it is doing a bunch of damage. Every time one of those Earth Powers hit, you're seeing little by little by little that health is going down on the Shadow Manetric raid boss. See, we're about to lose the Garchomp. There it goes. That's 100% level 50 maxed out. Now we're going to bring in one that's probably level 42, maybe 43 at 98% with, of course, the 15 perfect attack stat. And it's still going and putting in so much work. Now, right after this next Earth Power, there it goes. I want to switch, and we're going to take a look at Excadrill and see how much an Earthquake Excadrill does against an enraged and even more bulky, even more defensively powerful, and boom, does a pretty good bit of work there. Now, we are trying to do this for the time being without using the Purified Gems. Purified Gems are going to, of course, make it easier to beat, but this test is to see if you can solo it without the Purified Gems. If we get down to about 20, 30 seconds and we're really struggling, then we might go ahead and use one. But remember, you can only hold up to 10. So the more that you use, the more you're going to have to work to replenish your supply. And right now, I think we're going to be okay. we are back on another Garchomp and doing a ton of damage. It should be down anytime now. Come on, just the last few hits. And come on. Yes, there we go. Soloed Shadow Manetric in Pokemon Go. Again, remember, bring your ground type Pokemon. Power them up, get them strong, get them ready to go. And if you have Shadow ground types and it's sunny weather, you're going to be doing a ton of additional damage. Now, on top of all of that, if you have Primal Groudon, if you have Mega Garchomp, Mega Steelix as well, those will boost ground type Pokemon. So if you and a friend want to battle one of these, maybe you're not trying to solo, you just want to battle it, throw in that Mega and it's going to boost all of the ground type attacks for your party. We'll go ahead and click through. There's a nice 5,000 XP final strike, of course. So let's see how good the stats are. And there we go. There is the Shadow Manetric in Pokemon Go. I've been a long-time fan of Manetric. I think it's a really cool setup. It's got the Mega, of course. Mega Manetric is really powerful, looks really cool. And now we have the Shadow Manetric. 1, 2, and we catch it on the first ball. Let's go. Shadow Manetric added to the team. Stats are not great, so we're probably going to go ahead and transfer that off camera. But that is how to solo Shadow Manetric in Pokemon Go. After this, I'm going to drive around town a little bit. I'm looking for a Nuzleaf raid to try to solo and a Vibrava, both of which I'm hoping to record videos on and get those out before too long. So if you enjoyed this solo guide for the Shadow Manetric, please let me know. Go ahead and give it a thumbs up, subscribe, all of that fun stuff. We will be bringing more solo guides soon. Like I said, I'm looking for Nuzleaf, I'm looking for Vibrava. Maybe we'll have a little fun and solo a tier 1 Shadow just to have something to do, just to test out some fun teams. But I think that is going to wrap this video up. Thank you all so much for watching this guide to soloing Shadow Manetric. And as always, I will see you in the next Pokemon Go video.